If you want to build a truly successful life insurance business, you can't just guess your way to the top. You need a proven roadmap. Every major success I've had, every breakthrough, every major client I've helped, it started with these two people right here. I'm sitting down with my two mentors, the legends that didn't just teach me about policies. They taught me how to master the art of business. They are the reason I'm where I am today. Today, we are pulling back the curtain and sharing the exclusive expert strategies that only the 1% will know. If you ever thought about starting a career that gives you financial freedom and real purpose, stick around. This is your masterclass. So now we will start with a few questions for my coaches. And the first question that we have for them today is, when you first started, what was the biggest misconception you had about the life insurance business, and what made you realize this career was your true path?
Misconception about what we do is people never take the time to understand what finance is. It's often skewed as a boring profession. No fun, no excitement, but in all sense of what we do is we educate and we inform people of how they can change their life. We like to talk about the 1% about what they know, but we never take the time to learn what the 1% learns. If you want to do what I do, you got to take the time out to learn, right? Most of the knowledge about what we do is in self-development and in leadership qualities. You got to learn, read, accept that you want something different from what the 99% does if you want to be a part of the 1%. And the 1% learns how money works and how to manage it. And that's how I think a lot of persons have some misconstrued ideas of who we are and what we do and how you can use this business opportunity to change their lives.
Thank you for this that wonderful answer. So now I have a second question. Beyond the income potential, what is the single most rewarding aspect of working in this industry that keeps you motivated every day?
So I would say beyond the income, it's definitely that we do what's right here. So we're always putting the clients first. Whatever is the client's best interest, we put it first, and we make sure that they're properly protected, not just protected, but properly protected.
Thank you very much. And we have a couple more questions for them. In total, it's 10 questions. So let's move to the third question. If a brand new agent could only master one skill in their first 6 months, be it sales, prospecting, or service, which one would it be and why?
Okay, so that's a good question, and that's the most challenging part of what we do. It's mastering sales. Most people, when they think about sales, they says, "Oh, I'm not a salesperson, or I don't know anything about sales." But you sell something every day. You sell yourself to this world. You sell yourself to your opportunity. You sell yourself to your spouse. But we look at it as a cliche when we talk about sales, when it should be more of an adventure. Mastering sales is not you going out to sell a bottle of lotion or a product. You sell yourself. Master selling yourself every day. Selling an opportunity. Persons will look at you and want to understand why everyone wants to do business with you, because you sell yourself on a wide scale of interest. People want to be a part of what you're doing. People want to get involved with you because your selling capability is beyond the average. It's not just getting a product to a consumer. You're more of a personalized salesperson. Become a professional salesperson where you learn how to help someone from one stage to the next. And it's a mindset shift. It's not just learning to sell a desk or learning to sell a chair. It's giving people what they want because it's right for them. Not so much as you just making a profit, but helping to sell something, a product like what we do We sell financial freedom. We sell an opportunity. We sell generational wealth. We sell sending your kids to college. That's a glorious thing to do. That's actually beneficial to you financially wise and helping the family or the person you sit down with. So, and overall, within a 6 months period, I'll say focus on becoming the best salesperson that you can, selling yourself first and your mindset. Once you fix those with becoming a master sales representative, a salesperson, you'll do awesome here.
Sales. Yeah. Thank you very much, Anthony.
You're welcome.
So, question number 4. In a successful life insurance business, how much of success is based on technical product knowledge versus effective communication, relationship building?
That's a great question. I think all of them really go hand in hand. Definitely, you need to be able to master your craft. So you need to know the product knowledge like the back of your hand. If you don't, it goes to what Anthony said, you will not be that professional salesman or saleswoman, and you won't be able to get ahead in this business. But you also need to be an effective communicator. If you can't do that, just knowing the product knowledge isn't going to help you. You need both of them together.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for that answer. So now we halfway through. Let's do number 5. Everyone faces no's. What is your best advice for maintaining a positive mindset and bouncing back quickly after a major rejection or lost deal?
So rejection for me, I like to look at it at a wide scale because my mindset has evolved because of this business where I look beyond where my hand can reach. So if you go down memory lane with me as a kid, as a child, you would ask your parents a million times for the same thing. Mom, can I watch TV? No. Mom, can I watch TV? No. Mom, can I have a candy? No. But you keep going back. You keep going back because back then you had no fear and you had no ego. And that's the most detriment part of an adult receiving a no, because their pride and their dignity feel broken or beaten. But let's say every time someone tells you no, I'll give you $100. How many no's would you go outside to get?
Yeah.
How many persons would you want to tell you no if you know every time someone says no, you're getting $100? But it goes back to what I said earlier. The development of your mind will evolve beyond where the no's won't affect you emotionally or mentally, because you're so focused on getting your getting on what you want out of life. So if it takes for you to speak to 100 persons to become financially independent, when would you start or when would you stop? How fast would you get those no's? How long will it take you to get those no's? So we'll do whatever it takes for the job or for the places we work, but for ourselves, we take a rejection when someone says no. It's not no to you. They say no to the opportunity. Maybe their mindset has not evolved where they can understand what you're saying, where no for them is a defense mechanism. You walk into the store and they ask you, someone says, hi, good afternoon, welcome. Can I help with something? No, I'm fine. Thank you. It's a defense mechanism that the brain kicks in whenever it's asked a question where it's uncomfortable or it doesn't want to be bothered. So which one do you get each time someone speaks to you? You never know. So it should never be where it affects you, because the nose can't pay your bill and the nose can't hurt you unless you let it get inside your head.
That's a great answer to that question. Thank you very much, Anthony. So let's go to question 6. What is the biggest mistake you see new life insurance professionals make, and what is a simple solution?
That's a great question. I think the biggest mistake that life insurance professionals make is not mastering their craft. They often come in here and maybe, they come in already a professional at their job, a manager or supervisor, and because of that, they feel like they know it all. And when you come into this business, we don't know it all. So we have to make sure that we get good at mastering our craft, being that professional salesperson, and getting good on people skills, communication skills, all the skills that you need in order to succeed in this business.
Thank you. So let's go for Question number 7. Can you share a brief, powerful story about a time when a life insurance policy made a crucial difference for a client's family?
It's so emotional for me when I think of what life insurance does for a family, because most of us are very biblical people and we believe in what the Bible says, and the Bible says you should leave generational wealth for your children's children, not just for your children. So, in that being said, I've seen where a client, I can't go specific in details as to the policy, but what I can say is I've seen where a client was dying from cancer, and she had 300,000 in coverage with her company, and she sat down with us and she went over what she want that money to be used for before she passed away. And that's the most miraculous thing that can ever be done. How many people get the opportunity to plan financially for their family before they leave this world? Because death comes like a thief in the night. So how you gotta look at it, it's like, look at it like this. You can't see tomorrow, but you can plan for it. You can't touch tomorrow, but you can prepare to see it. That makes sense? Because everybody wants to leave something behind for the next generation, but not everyone wants to make the sacrifice. And I see where 500,000 change family's life, 300,000 change family's life. It may pay off the mortgage, start a business, send the kid to college. These generational wealth are very impactful in families' household. If you don't have this product in place in your household, what are you waiting for? And how serious are you about taking care of your family? Because tomorrow is promised to no one. And if you don't prepare for the on-time situation in life, the on-time situation will show you how much preparation you don't have.
Yes, that's very powerful. Thank you. So let's go to question 8. How does truly successful business ownership in life insurance allow you to impact your own community and family?
Wow, great question. Anthony just shared a real life example of how we help clients on a day-to-day basis. And, that's what we're able to do for our community. Most people, they don't have any kind of financial knowledge or know what to do with their finances. I always say from a small age, we were taught that, you go to school, you get a good job with good benefits, and that's it, right? We know how to work for money, but that's it. So nobody knows what to do or where to plan for or where's the best place to put their money. So that's what we're able to do and bring to our communities.
Yes, exactly. They never taught us how to really manage money. Yeah, thank you very much. Let's go to question number 9. For someone watching right now who is considering making a career switch into this business, what is one piece of advice you would give them to overcome the initial fear or hesitation?
That's a good question. So how I look at that, fear has 2 factors to it. You can stand up and fight, or you can run away. So fear is the engine that keeps you moving. Fear is good. It makes you see that you're alive and things can happen that you're not prepared for. But it shouldn't be the reason why you never try. It shouldn't be the reason why you decide that it's not worth going for. Because in our industry, our mentors tell us to fail fast, fall forward. When that happens, that's just one way of you knowing that that way doesn't work. Let's try another way. Let's develop my mind more where I can accept the challenges that come, so the fear doesn't affect me going forward. You fear the things you're not aware of, and you fear the things that you don't know. And most of the things you fear will never happen. So in order for you to find out if the things you fear will ever occur, try the things that make you uncomfortable. And it's a mindset thing. It's like kids grow up and they'll say, oh, there's a boogeyman under the bed. Don't look under the bed. And then they get a little bit older and they look under the bed and they're just like, I was afraid all my life to look under the bed and there was no boogeyman. So the point I'm making is not to be funny. It's just to point out that the things you're afraid of, challenge it. The things you're uncomfortable with, get comfortable with it. The things you're unaware of, learn it, read about it, because knowledge is power. I can't emphasize much more on this, that it doesn't matter the things you think you know, forget what you know and learn something new as it goes. Be a student, be a sponge, absorb the opportunity, absorb the knowledge. You may be a director, a manager in that field, yes, and you're awesome at it, but when you come here or when you move to something different, be a student again. Be a sponge. Try to soak up everything that's poured out to you, and then that will kind of like take the fear away. So mental toughness, mental awareness subsides the fear. So if you're not mentally prepared, physically, emotionally, and everything else will fall apart, because your mind is not solid enough to overcome whatever challenges or whatever doubt you may think you know, because it's all in your head. It's all in your head. It's that you telling yourself, oh, I don't think that will work. I don't think this is for me. I don't think I can do it. Stop thinking for 1 second and just try. Just try. What you got to lose? You got nothing to lose. Just stop thinking. Sometimes we get so caught up in our head that we overthink ourselves into anxiety, and that anxiety is not even there. It's just in our head. And as soon as you can flip that switch that says, listen, I'm no longer afraid, I can do this, I believe in myself, I will, I can, I will, I must, you will overcome any challenges. So fear is just a way of telling you that don't go forward, don't accept growth, don't take on any challenges, just stay average and ordinary and life will be better. No, you got to face your fear. You got a chance. The person who take the most chance gets the most luck.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anthony, for that great answer. And this is a closing question. If you could look back at your younger self, knowing everything you know now, what is the first action you would tell yourself to take immediately?
Great question. If I were to go back in time, right, and be able to do everything all over again, it would be to be able to own something, to be a business owner, to be in control of my own time, my own money, the flexibility to do whatever I want with whoever I want, whenever I want, right? And I think often society puts this frame on us that, you have to grow up to go to school, and equates, earning money to a job. And that's not the only way to earn income. There's actually 4 ways to earn income, and some of them are passively by having a business. And that would be the best advice I could give to anybody. Knowing what I know now, you want to be able to own something that's yours. Nobody can take that away from you.
Yes, that's true. That's so true. Thank you very much. My 2 coaches, Anthony and Nicole, thank you so much for this great interview that you allowed me to film with you guys. The wisdom you shared with us is priceless. We covered so much, from mindset of handling rejection to the skill that an agent that just started must master. So I really appreciate the time that you really put into me, but also you put into my followers that are gonna watch this video. Thank you very much. Now I want to talk to you. If anything we discussed today, the freedom, the purpose, the ability to build a 6-figure business without the constraints of corporate, if that resonates with you, I want you on my team. My coaches taught me the system, and now I use the system to mentor my team members. We don't just sell life insurance, we build successful business owners. If you're serious about changing your financial future and you want access to this exact mentorship system, here's your homework. DM me the word success right now. I will personally send you the next steps to apply and to start the training. Don't wait for your life to change. Make it happen.